What's up, MULN investors and moneymakers? Welcome back to the channel. We are going to talk about MULN. Once again, I have very juicy, very interesting information for you. Mullen Automative on Wednesday. This is an article from yesterday, but this article talks a ton about the revenue, the estimates, the MULN stock forecast, what we can expect. I'll talk to you more about what this 37.3 million is predicted by one analyst. We'll be talking about there is no further update in terms of the earning, but I do have research a little bit more on what is going on with MULN, and everything I see is looking super interesting, very promising. By the way, MULN did not really touch 9 cents. Yes, it tried going below 10 cents, but take a look. What a narrow and choppy price range for today. MULN 0.098 to 10 cents level. Yes, we are down 3.75%, but so does Nasdaq. Nasdaq is down 0.35%. Dow Jones is down 0.42%. S&P is also down 0.25%. But take a look. 5 days we are down, or flat rather, 3.38%. 1 month we are down 33% as well. But if you bought MULN at 9 cents and sold it around this particular price point, 15-16 cents, congratulations to you. Let's talk about MULN. Without further ado, hit that like button. We need 150 likes on this video. Share some love. Write down in the comment section below, what do you think about MULN? Whether you think that it will hit 15 cents first before it hits 9 cents. I have been looking to get that 9 cents and we do not see that. At the same time, I'm thinking what is going on with the volume. If you take a look at the volume, today's volume 158.4 million, and we hovered pretty much between 10 cents and 10.35, and we did not really move down south while the market was down, and I did not see the 9 cents coming up. Hit that like button. We need more and more likes so we can share this information with more and more people. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on many juicy, many interesting information. After market, MULN is up a 0.29%. Regardless, let's talk about what is going on. Now, MULN Automotive. As I talked about MULN Automotive, again, it is up and down, but we have seen massive run up. What I'm interested in learning is MULN Automotive's MULN's estimates and forecast. And remember, I am not a financial advisor, nor I am a certified professional, but what I do is a ton of research. Many of you ask me what is going on with the earning, and I have been searching for what is going on with the earning. One important thing that I'm going to share with you is why and how, what investor firms are invested in MULN. We'll talk about this Vanguard Group, who owns more than 45.6 million shares of MULN at this point. But let's take a look. The revenue for the current quarter is expected 37.3 million, predicted by one analyst. Now, once again, take it with grain of salt. I just found out this article on the digital media online domain, and take it with grain of salt. I do not really know that exactly what is going to happen, but this is very nice to see, because let's say if MULN adds 37.3 million, or let's say $35 million in revenue or sales, that means their profitability will be a little bit better. As you know that MULN is booking negative net cash income. Take a look last quarter what MULN did. In Q4 2022, they lost $376.28 million. Now $35 million less this quarter, which means their net income will be impacted by a very positive impact, and which is what I'm looking for. Meanwhile, a consensus of one analyst estimated revenue 37.1 million as per the earning report from the last fiscal year, so on and so forth, and which is a great thing. Now, MULN dividend. MULN Automotive is due for release next quarter earning between April 12th and April 14th. Now, I do not really think that this is the case. At least right now, it's April 14th. It's after market, and we do not see any update, at least on the SEC side. Take a look right here. I searched the last and latest update I see on this SEC side is on April 7th. So take it with, once again, grain of salt. One thing I want to also cover is what particular investment group owns how much MULN stocks. So stay tuned. Do not leave, because this is going to be very information packed, very juicy video. But before I go there, I wanted to also talk about the major holders, and this is very important because that suggests what groups, what financial institutions are holding or betting in MULN. regardless of the short sellers, as you and I both know that this is a targeted stock by the short sellers, and the short sellers are not stepping back. We have been seeing more and more short volume day by day, but it does not matter if Mullen can make it to 20 cents, because at that point you will be doubling up your return on your investment. 100% return on your investment just within a few days is not really been seen out loud. Now take a look. Mullen Automotive Insider owns 8.28% of the total outstanding shares, which means the insider meaning the company itself or their executives, their CEO, so on and so forth, while the institutional holders control 5.29%. Yes, in a way it's a small investment by the financial institutions, but also you want to think about what it turns in terms of the dollar money, right? With the float percentage of 5.77. Vanguard Group. Now this is really important, because Vanguard Group Incorporation is the largest shareholder within this company, while 162 institutions own the stock in it. Now, important thing is, if someone owns 20,000-30,000 stock, it's not going to change the game. As of December 31st, 2022, which is last year, end of last year, Q4, the company held over 45.67 million shares, which is 2.15% of the all shares, with a total value of 13.06 million. Now, I went ahead and I verified this on Fintel. Take a look. 45,673,616 stocks of Mullen has been owned by Vanguard Group Inc. And if I scroll up, you should be also able to verify yourself that this is MULN, Mullen Automative Inc, Nasdaq traded entity, and the current price point is 10 cents. Now, this is very important that we do not really see a ton of selling happening. The red is the selling entries, the green is the new addition. So take a look, there are new addition that we see. There is or either it's a stable entry and nothing is happening. 2,500, National Bank of Canada, Drake and Associates, 100,000 shares, Advanced Capital Management, 63,000 shares, so on and so forth. So you want to consider that there are not many people who are selling at this point. A lot of funds. Take a look. VBINX, Vanguard Balance Index Fund Investor Shares. They bought 1.2 or they hold 1.251 million shares of Mullen. VITNX, Vanguard Institutional Stock Market Index Fund Institutional Shares. They own close to 900,000 shares of Mullen. Now, this is what I'm saying. Again, it's not a huge money. It's not a ton of money, but it is not it's not trivial amount either for these funds, right? 13, 14, 15 million dollars worth of stocks that is owned by let's say Vanguard. It's not a small feat, so you want to think about that. So number one, the next largest institutional holding is 26.42 million shares by BlackRock. Now, Vanguard and BlackRock, they're both huge and giant companies. You and I need to know where the smart money are going, right? Because definitely they have a lot of complex algorithms that they look into. They have all this balance sheet that they look into it. They, of course, they're taking risk, and it wouldn't hurt them if they lose 13, 14, 15 million, which is why I have been also telling you that you want to invest 5, 6, 7% of your entire portfolio. So at the end of the day, if you lose that money and if it goes to zero, it is not going to wake you up at night. Even better if you're riding for free like I do for many stocks. Many of my investors, many of my rather viewers and subscribers, they buy the stock. When it doubles up, they sell 50% of it. That's an exit strategy, right? So you don't really have your own money into this game, and you can be in it to win it. And that's the strategy that I like to share with you as well. So if you're not watching my videos, click the like button, subscribe to the channel, and you watch the videos that I've been doing the research. GTII, we made money. TRKA, we made money. HCMC, yes, it went to 0.0001, but we did make money, or the money that we have right now is not really out of at least my pocket. So you want to consider that part, right? The largest institutional going back to 26.42 million shares by BlackRock. That is approximately 1.24% of the outstanding shares at the market close December 30th, 30th, they were about the valued 7.56 million. Also, mutual funds coming in the first place with the largest holding in Mullen Automotive. Shares are Vanguard, Total Stock Market Index Fund, and iShares Russell 2000 ETF. Data provided on September, which is the Q3-ish, indicated that Vanguard Total Stock Market Index Fund owns about 14.47 million shares. And if you take a look on Fintel, you should be able to identify and figure this out yourself as well. So do your own due diligence. Make this channel part of your due diligence, and which is why you want to subscribe. This amount is just over 0.83% company's overall shares with 4.74 million market value. Now, the same data shows that the other fund manager holds slightly less, 7.6 million, about 4.44% of the stock, which is worth 2.17 million. Now, this is relatively a newer article, April 13, 2023. So you want to do your due diligence, and things change on a regular basis. So that's why you want to keep an eye out. In regards to earning, yes, this article did say 12th and 14th of April, but I did not really see anything that suggests that it is going to be 12th or 14th April, right? I'll keep you posted as to what they're talking about and when it's going to be released. So stay tuned, and also make sure that you watch this full videos. Let's talk about the short interest, because this is something that everyone is looking into. Our short interest ratio, off exchange short volume ratio, 46.62%, which is the volume. If you account it for volume, it's 38.2 million shares, which is pretty big in my honest opinion. And we are seeing that the short sellers are pretty strong. They are not getting back into the zone. Take a look, 82.0. So 82 million was the volume out of that total volume. Out of that 38.2 million, it's a short volume ratio. We have been consistently seeing higher 40s or lower 50s or maybe mid 50s in short volume ratio for many days. 46%, 48, 48, 51, 49, 52.30%, so on and so forth. If you think about the volume overall, take a look at the average volume. Mullen's average volume is 238 million, but today's volume is about 160 million, close to 160 million, precisely 159.2 million. Now, the volume is not really great in my personal opinion. Decide for yourself what you think, but my opinion is when the volume goes higher, it only helps this kind of a penny stock, this kind of a small valued stock, right? And now in this particular example or this particular stock, you want to think that when there will be some PR, there are tons of PR that Mullen is really looking forward to. Number one, LAX, they have done 60-day trial period, and which is looking super stunning, which is exciting as well. The number two is Randy Marion. You want to think that once they start selling more and more vehicle, that 37 million volume or the revenue or sales, that whatever the prediction is, it is going to skyrocket. Number three, solid state polymer battery technology, right? It is going to create a lot more opportunities for the licensing deal for Mullen. And again, this is in the phase, Mullen is in the phase which many companies struggle, including Tesla. If you have seen back in the days what happened with Tesla, when they started with EV vehicle or the electric vehicle market, people were saying this is not going to work. They were on the verge of the bankruptcy. Anyway, they had, of course, I agree that they had Elon Musk behind it, the one and himself, Elon, right? Now Mullen, again, there is no Elon behind it, but what I'm trying to say is from 10 cents, we talked about this yesterday as well, the only way for Mullen is to go higher, and I'm waiting for the right price for myself. Write down in the comment section below what's your right price. Write down in the comment section below what do you think where Mullen is going, whether they are going to be able to make it up. They have $110 million in funding. They have a lot of exciting technology, innovation, and a lot of exciting buzz coming up. Write down in the comment section below. Hit the like button at least. Subscribe to the channel. Do not miss out on any the juicy and very interesting information that I have been serving to you. I'll keep you posted. I do not see, at least at the moment, any earning, but there is a strong possibility that there will be some sort of PR before even they release their earning, and Mullen will say, you know what, on 17th of April or maybe 27th of April, we are going to announce our earning, and that is going to be one of the catalysts. Another catalyst is if there are more and more funds, if there are more and more financial institutions, if they add the stock, that's a sign for all of us where the smart money is going. So stay tuned, watch the videos, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. I will see you in the next video.